got him. Whoa. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TRF. In today's episode, we're going to talk about a little lure customization I did to a spinnerbait that has allowed me today, as you can probably tell by how beat up this spinnerbait is looking, has allowed me to have some incredible action. So let's talk about it. Well, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to TRF. My goal on this channel is to help you guys become better bass anglers. And as you guys saw from that intro, and you're gonna see tons and tons of fish catches, so I'm gonna try to keep this little intro here as brief as possible. But I wanted to talk about a situation that I modified a lure from the original color it was to a color that I thought fit better for the scenario I was fishing. And that change allowed me to catch more fish. And so today I'm gonna be talking about the spinnerbait. The spinnerbait has been one of my arch nemesis over the years. For some reason, I hated spinnerbaits growing up, but as I've traveled across the country and found all the ways to use a spinnerbait, it's such a versatile lure in any type of situation, I have fallen madly in love, as weird as that is to say, with the spinnerbait. I love this thing. It is incredible lure, and my hate for the spinnerbait is totally gone. So if you guys are new to the channel, I used to hate it. I don't anymore. But I knew that I was going to be fishing in Oklahoma about a month ago. And so I was able to borrow a spinnerbait from a buddy of mine that had an orange painted head. And a guy that designed it, Jason Christie, pro bass angler, he lives in Oklahoma. And some pros even put orange blades on their spinnerbaits and leave the head a white or a natural color. And so I thought, what's the deal with Oklahoma? Or maybe what's the deal with dirty water in general? Because most of the lakes here in Oklahoma have this kind of slate rock, kind of a murky 1 foot visibility-ish. So I would say dirty water. And so I thought, what is the deal with orange? So I brought the spinnerbait up here to Lake Eufaula about 3 weeks ago, before this trip right now, and I smoked him. Didn't record anything, was doing a photo shoot, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna customize my own Strike King spinnerbaits to be just like the one that I used. And you guys will see in this video that I had so much success because of the customization that I did. So what I have right here is a Strike King burner spinnerbait. This here is the burner. It says razor blade on the blade right here, and it is one of my favorite, just all-around versatile spinnerbaits. This is the exact spinnerbait I was throwing when Garrison and I finished 9th place at Sam Rayburn, ticking the spinnerbait over the top of some flooded bushes and trees. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this exact color here and I'm gonna spray paint the head and the main blade here orange. And I captured the whole process on TikTok, so here is that process right now. We're gonna take this shad colored spinnerbait, use this fluorescent orange spray paint, and make these spinnerbaits into dirty water spinnerbaits. Let it dry for half an hour. We're ready to fish. And as you guys can see, the head turned completely neon orange, and the blade did as well. But you're seeing the spinnerbait right now, and you're probably saying, Tyler, that is not the same exact one that I just saw on the TikTok. That is true. That is because I absolutely smoked them today, and you guys will see all of that footage. But you can see that it went from, standard shad chartreuse type to what I like to call my Oklahoma colors. And this is not just Oklahoma, this is dirty water in general. I have found so many times when I'm flipping a creature bait, if I dip the claws in orange, I catch more fish. And so I kind of liken that to this. I'm basically dipping, spray painting this lure in orange, and I think it just allows you to catch fish that people may have thrown this exact color spinnerbait by a dozen times, but the fish sees the orange blade, the orange head, and it just goes berserk. And so this here is a nude one that I have. I don't have a skirt on this one yet, but that is what the head looks like finished. I'm gonna put a skirt on this one, and after this video, I'm gonna head back down lake and go catch me some more, because I think this one is about retired. I think I need to re-spray paint that head right there. But the gear that I'm throwing the spinnerbait on, before we hop into all the exciting content, is my spinnerbait combo. It is a Lew's TP1 Black Speed Stick 610 medium heavy. It's a spinnerbait specific rod. Love this rod. I have 17-pound Seagar Abrazex fluorocarbon, or Invisex. One of the two, probably a Abrazex. And then I have the Lew's BB1 Pro with the customized handles that are red, to signify high gear ratio. I'm starting to move all of my high gear ratio handles to red. That way I know when I pick it up or when I'm changing rods and reels around, which ones are high gear ratio without even looking at them. And so that is all the talking I have for you guys. I'm probably gonna do another video really breaking down exactly what I'm doing with the spinnerbait in the post spawn. But enjoy the content, and we'll see you guys at the end. Gosh, what is that? That's a spotted bass. Wow, these things are nuts. Look at how fat that thing is. That is so chunky, wow. I gotta post this on Instagram. I caught 3 fish this morning at Texoma, all spots. I go 2.5 hours north and I catch a spot. I like legit can't escape these things. So fat though, look at that thing. Gee. Hey, the spinnerbait works though, my custom painted. It works. Gosh, there's one. There's one. Oh, holy cow. Oh, is that another spotted bass? Another spotted bass on the painted blade. That's awesome. I'm having fun, man. I'm having a blast with these spots. This is awesome. This is legit. Spotted bass on a dirty lake with a custom colored spinnerbait. That's what I'm talking about. Gosh. Oh, holy smokes. Hey, a largemouth. Finally not a spot. Ow, gee, spined me. These fish here are no joke, boys and girls. They are angry, they are mean, they are aggressive. No giants yet, but we're gonna keep this up. There's one. Oh my gosh. Oh, lost him. This is so cool. Every single black float has a fish on it. This is legit. This is awesome. I'm gonna do this till the sun goes down. Oh man. There's gotta be big ones. I'm believing for big ones. Got him. There he is. Oh, holy smokes, look at this fish. Y'all, look at that thing. Look at how fat he is. Oh, I'm so excited. This is fun. This is fun. Oh, holy cow. Oh, this is awesome. I think that custom colored head is making these fish incredibly agitated. I don't think they see this color very often, and I think it's just fitting the bill exactly what they need. Gosh, this is awesome. I'm not gonna stop saying it. This is amazing. Catching chunky spotted bass on every single black float on my custom color. Awesome. So now that we have caught a few, I might as well just kind of take a minute and show you guys, exactly what I'm doing so you guys can, well, hold up. Don't do that. I got stuck. So now that I've caught a few, I thought that I would kind of take a minute to share with you guys what I'm doing. Because I know in the intro, I didn't really talk about like the technique of what I was doing. I talked about the custom color, talked about the fact that I know it works well in dirty water, but I haven't really explained yet exactly what I'm doing in this dirty water with this lure. So most of the time when I'm fishing a spinnerbait, I'm throwing it around some kind of heavy cover. So it's bushes, it's grass, it's laydowns, that kind of thing. Mostly bushes and laydowns is where I throw a spinnerbait. But in this scenario, we have both spotted bass and largemouth that are suspended just underneath the black floats here on these docks. And black, as you guys probably know, soaks in the most sunlight, the most heat possible out of anything on the color spectrum. And so that is why these bass are sitting and basically sunning themselves underneath the floats. And so I'm taking the spinnerbait, I'm going, of course, the float closest to the bank, and then the second float, and then gonna fish the dock as well. And most of my fish and better fish have come on this second float. So I'm gonna take a side, that was horrible. I'm gonna take a side roll cast. I get quite a few backlashes in this process. That was not good. In this dirty water, I found that I can actually get a little bit closer than normal, and I'm gonna cast it all the way through and reel it nice and slow, as close as I can to the float, occasionally giving it kind of a jerk or a pause. And that was odd, I didn't catch one. I'm gonna go on the other side right there. If you can skip it, I would recommend it. It's just really hard to skip a spinnerbait. It's not the easiest lure to skip. And I would recommend in dirty water, always give targets that you're casting at multiple casts, because I've found that fish will oftentimes not eat in dirty water on the first cast. The first cast, you'll kind of alert them to your lure's presence, and then the second cast in there is when you get them. And uncharacteristically, that float did not have a fish. So I'm gonna move on to this front float here that I skipped to go to the second. Do a backwards roll cast. Oh, that was not as good, but there's always second chances. There we go, perfect. Reel it slow. Well, it doesn't look like this dock has one. And when I'm working a dock like this, oftentimes I'm paralleling, just like I do with a crankbait or a swim bait or whatever, on a rocky bank like over there. So I want to get my lure as close to the dock float as possible, and then parallel it right down the side. And so of course you can cast at a dock and reel it back, but if you know the fish are going to eat the lure or whatever you're throwing when it's right next to the floats, why would you only have it there for like 1 second or a split second when you can line up your boat better and make a cast that stays in the strike zone the whole time? So I will show you guys that right now. Oh, I see a little brush pile on this dock. Oh man, if this doesn't scream fish, I don't know what does. Oh, and that cast screams fish. Oh, come on. The dock that I try to do an instructional on says, nah, we ain't got no bass here. Oh gosh, there it was, there it was. And to make the same parallel cast, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna walk to the back of the boat and make that cast so I can parallel it. Come on, dang it. Ah, man. I'm gonna spin the boat back around, and as I work down this bank to get to the next row of docks, I'm actually gonna make a cast backwards the other way, paralleling that dock, because I could have scared that fish away, or he could just still be there, and seeing the lure come from a completely different direction could make him bite again. I knew there was one on this dock. It was way too good looking of a dock to not have a fish. Gosh, got another one. Man, this is a fun time. I'm not against this. I'm not against this. Alrighty, well folks, that was absolutely a blast. Just to see the lure that I spray painted, that I designed. Now, of course, it's still a striking spinnerbait, but I added my own colors to it that I think would have helped in this water clarity, and it definitely did. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that. So if you guys enjoyed that video, please hit the like button, liking, commenting, subscribing. That all helps my channel out so much. So if you guys want to help the channel grow, please hit the like button. I know it seems so unimportant, but per YouTube's algorithms, all the liking, commenting, all that stuff, engagement is the word, helps out a ton. So thank you all for watching. I'm gonna get back to fishing. I think the video is done for now, but we'll see y'all next time on TRF. Ah. Oh, hey, it's a puppy.